Hey there, truth seekers. Welcome back to Debunk Factory, where we take the world's most viral conspiracy theories and give them the scientific reality check they desperately need. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest fears of our time. AI is going to replace all humans. You know that cheerful little theory that keeps people awake at night, wondering if they should start practicing their "please don't terminate me, robot overlord" speech. From your uncle's Facebook posts to Hollywood blockbusters, everyone seems convinced that artificial intelligence is basically Skynet waiting to happen. But here's the thing, and this might shock you, reality is way more complicated than a Terminator movie. So grab your coffee, put down that How to Survive the Robot Apocalypse manual, and let's dive into what AI can actually do, what it can't do, and why you probably don't need to start hoarding canned beans just yet. Let's start with the obvious question. Where does this fear come from? Well, it turns out humans have been terrified of their own creations since forever. We've got Prometheus stealing fire from the gods, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein creating a monster, and don't even get me started on every sci-fi movie ever made. Apparently, our species has commitment issues with our own inventions. But here's where it gets interesting. The current AI panic isn't just about science fiction anymore. We're seeing real AI doing real things that seem pretty impressive. ChatGPT can write your college essay. Sorry, professors, the cat's out of the bag. AI can beat world champions at chess, Go, and apparently make art that sells for millions. So the fear isn't totally irrational. When you see a computer program that can chat like a human, paint like Picasso, and solve problems faster than your smartest friend, it's natural to think, well, what do they need us for? But here's the first reality check. Being good at specific tasks doesn't mean AI is ready to run the world. That's like saying, because your microwave can heat food perfectly, it's obviously qualified to be a chef at a 5-star restaurant. All right. Let's get real about what artificial intelligence actually is, because, spoiler alert, it's not what you think. Current AI, the stuff everyone's freaking out about, is what scientists call narrow AI, or weak AI. And before you get offended on behalf of the robots, weak doesn't mean it's bad at its job. It means it's specialized. Think about it this way. Your GPS is artificially intelligent. It processes massive amounts of data, calculates optimal routes, and adapts to traffic in real time. But you wouldn't ask your GPS to write a poem, design a building, or figure out why your relationship isn't working. The AI that everyone's worried about, the kind that could supposedly replace humans entirely, would be called artificial general intelligence, or AGI. This would be AI that can think, learn, and adapt across different domains, just like humans do. And here's the kicker. We don't have AGI. We're not even close. What we have is really, really good pattern recognition software that's been fed enormous amounts of data. ChatGPT doesn't understand language the way you do. It's essentially a very sophisticated autocomplete function that predicts what word should come next based on patterns it learned from billions of text examples. It's like having a friend who's memorized every conversation ever recorded and can guess what people usually say next. Impressive, but not exactly human-level consciousness. But here's where the conspiracy theorists aren't totally wrong. This pattern recognition is getting scary good at mimicking human behavior, and that's where things get interesting. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. AI isn't going to replace all humans overnight, but it is changing how we work. And some jobs, yeah, they're definitely going to be affected. If your job involves doing the same repetitive task over and over, like data entry, basic customer service responses, or simple manufacturing, AI is probably going to get really good at that. Not because it's conscious or plotting against you, but because these are exactly the kind of pattern-based tasks that current AI excels at. But here's what's weird. AI is also getting good at some tasks we thought were human-only territory. AI can help radiologists spot tumors, assist lawyers with document review, and even help diagnose diseases. These aren't mindless, repetitive tasks. They require expertise and pattern recognition. And then there's the creative stuff that's really freaking people out. AI making art, writing stories, composing music. Suddenly, even creative jobs don't feel safe. But before you panic and decide to become a hermit, let's look at what's actually happening. AI nem helyet szíti ezeket, a szakembereket teljesen. Les egészkoz, amit használnak. Radiologists use AI to catch things they might miss. Lawyers use AI to speed up research. Artists use AI to explore new ideas. It's less robot takes human job, and more human with robot assistance becomes more effective than human without robot assistance. Which means the real disruption isn't about humans versus machines. It's about humans who adapt to work with AI versus humans who don't. And here's the crucial part. This is happening gradually, not overnight. The economy has adapted to technological changes before, from the printing press to the internet. And while it's always messy and some people get hurt in the transition, humanity as a whole tends to figure it out. Now, let's talk about what AI can't do. Because trust me, there's a lot. First up, common sense. AI can beat you at chess, but it might also confidently tell you that you can cure a headache by hitting yourself with a hammer because it found that pattern in some bizarre corner of the internet. AI doesn't understand context the way humans do. It processes information, but it doesn't truly comprehend meaning. It's like having a brilliant student who's memorized every textbook ever written but has never actually experienced life. Second, the physical world. We've been trying to build robots that can do basic human tasks for decades. Folding laundry, still incredibly difficult for robots. Walking upstairs without falling, harder than you'd think. Opening a door handle, don't get me started. Third, emotional intelligence and genuine human connection. Can AI simulate empathy? Sure. Can it actually understand what you're going through when you're having a bad day? Not really. It can recognize patterns in what people say when they're sad, but it doesn't feel sadness itself. Fourth, true creativity and innovation. AI can remix existing ideas in impressive ways, but can it have the kind of intuitive leaps that lead to breakthrough discoveries? The jury's still out on that one. And here's a practical limit nobody talks about. Energy consumption. Training large AI models requires enormous amounts of electricity. Running AI systems at scale is expensive and energy-intensive. The idea that AI could just take over everything ignores the basic question of who's paying the electric bill. Plus, maintaining AI systems requires armies of human engineers, data scientists, and technicians. The robots need humans to keep the robots running. It's turtles all the way down. But here's where the conspiracy theorists stumble onto something interesting. By accident. AI isn't taking over by replacing humans. It's taking over by becoming indispensable to human life. Think about your day. You wake up to an AI-powered alarm that adjusted your sleep cycle. You check AI-curated news feeds. You drive using AI-powered GPS. You get AI-recommended products, AI-suggested videos, AI-matched dating profiles. The takeover isn't dramatic, it's mundane. AI isn't conquering humanity, it's becoming the invisible infrastructure of human civilization, which is either comforting or terrifying depending on how you look at it. It's like asking, will plumbing replace humans? No. But good luck living without it. AI is becoming the digital plumbing of the modern world. And this creates its own kind of vulnerability. not from evil AI overlords, but from our increasing dependence on systems we don't fully understand or control. When your GPS goes down, you're lost. When recommendation algorithms change, entire industries shift. The real question isn't, will AI replace humans? It's, what happens when humans become so dependent on AI that we can't function without it, Woody? Which is less robot apocalypse and more really awkward symbiosis. So here's the truth. AI isn't going to replace all humans, but it is going to change everything about how humans live and work. Some jobs will disappear. New jobs will be created. The transition will be messy and uneven. Some people will benefit enormously. Others will struggle to adapt. This is basically the story of every major technological shift in human history. The difference this time is the speed and scale. Previous technological revolutions took generations. This one is happening in years or decades. But humans are remarkably adaptable. We figured out agriculture, the printing press, industrialization, and the internet. We'll probably figure out AI too, even if it takes a while and involves a lot of complaining along the way. The key is understanding that this isn't a zero-sum game. It's not humans versus machines. It's humans and machines figuring out how to coexist in ways that hopefully benefit everyone. So there you have it, folks. Will AI replace humans? No. But it's definitely going to change what it means to be human in the modern world. The real conspiracy isn't that robots are plotting to take over. It's that the future is complicated, messy, and impossible to predict with certainty. Which is way less dramatic than Terminator, but probably more accurate. What do you think? Are you team embrace our robot overlords, or team unplug everything and move to a cabin? Let me know in the comments, hit that subscribe button for more reality checks, and remember, the future is weird, but it's probably not as weird as the internet wants you to believe. Until next time, keep questioning everything, including this video.